Welcome to Cleverchesstrading. Today I'm going to show you the power of this rock army in the lower time frames. Remember, this is all fractal, so whatever works in the higher time frame will also work in the lower time frame. So let's start. Before we dive into the lower time frames, it's very important for us to take a look at the higher time frame, at least to know a high probability draw on liquidity. Over here I add an indicator that highlights the when and where the previous week highs and the previous week lows are. They are represented by the blue horizontal lines, and when we got a circle, is indicating that we took a previous week high or low. It's important to notice here that sometimes prices can just going to zoom here. Sometimes price can just take the bodies, previous week highs bodies, and not the high. So that's why we got two circles. The light blue are for the bodies and the dark blue are for the wicks, so you can see here clearly. Now, as I said in the previous video, we are going to look for signals only after we took some opposite liquidity. If we took previous week high buy side liquidity, we were going to look for sell signals, as you can see here. If we took previous week lows, in this case very recently, to previous week lows, we're going to look for an opposite trade, in this case a buy side delivery. Market structure chief. It's important that these have an SVG, or in the case we don't have one, that we display sufficiently higher to inverse an all SVG, in this case here. Okay, so let's see here where is price likely to go. As you can see, we have a market structure chief. We got a signal over here of around 21 of January. So prices are moving higher. Trade above the new week opening up and it's consolidated in there. So look at the bodies. In all time frame, the bodies are respecting the 50% of this area. So the draw liquidity is very likely to be this. Because why this? Because we got relatively equal highs over there, and over here we got an important premium array. So now that is all clear, we are higher in these higher time frames. Now let's see the lower time frames. Over here, this is 25 of January at 6 p.m. You see here is this drop. We're going to zoom in this portion. We're going to expect this to continue higher. Can make some consolidations, but at the end it's going to displace over here unless we break below this low and take out this. So over here we got something different because it's a lower time frame. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minute time frames and the 50 to use it as a higher time frame, but these lines which I change in color is the same indicator, but in this case it's showing the previous sessions highs and lows. Now there are some different times for this, but to simplify, these previous session highs and lows are going to be just a 6-hour difference. So the first session 6 p.m. to 12 is just Asia, and 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. is just London, and so on every 6 hours. So 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. is New York. So over here the key is again to look for alignment. The same concept applies in the lower time frame. You can see what represents these circles, that we took a previous session low. As soon as we open for the week, we took a previous session low. So what we expect, some sort of market strategy to go higher, sorry. So over here we get a signal. So you can see that this time 7:15 p.m. we got a signal for the Asia session. So we confirm this in the lower time frames. This is how you can use this. 7:15. Let's mark this. 7:15 is the entry. Say these are the zones where we are looking for longs. This one. So we transpose this to the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, and 4 minute. We are going to zoom 7:15. We got the buy signals are going to tell you how you are going to basically select the right signals that works. So once we got the partial liquidity, look at over here 715, we got the market strategy, then price come back, and over here we got another signal at 8 p.m. So basically we can enter here after the 750 in this time frame. But what if we look, for example, in here, same time, and it was here but then was sweep, because it's an opportunity in the lower time frames. If we zoom here in the 3 minutes, we got a signal a little bit earlier, 764 54, and over here we got the signals around. Right, this was a right signal but was not taking a low. It's important that it takes a swing low, and then we are looking for the signals. This is very key. In these lower time frames, price can be a lot of manipulation, so we're going to look for this push or liquidity again for price to give the signals. 754 was the right signal. Over here we notice we got 1, 2 signals in the lower time frame, but this was a trap. As you can see, the only time that it was at least in the 3 time frames is here, 754. So we can get in a trade perfectly there. And if we put, for example, let's say a long position, entering here with a stop around here, can get a very decent trade. But where do we target? We target a previous session high, in this case over here, 1 to 4 trade, and it continues going higher, so to this 50% of the previous session, 1 to 7. So that's how you can take advantage of this. So if we continue looking higher, we got over here session high taken out, and then we wait for a sell signal that breaks below this high. But over here we got a sell signal, but price did not break. Price did not break below this. Continue expanding, use it as support, and then expand. So here we got the FG. Price got lower, but was already very close to a pool of sell side liquidity over here. So we could have entered here, but it's not following the rules, so it's not a good trade. We are basically ranging here. You can see price has not taken out a previous week low and have not taken out a 50%, so price is going to range here for a while. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you find this video insightful. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Very good things are coming, so make sure that you don't miss the early adopter discounts I'm going to offer for these algorithms. So good luck and good trading.